So I've got Joe at Get Your Tips Out, who provides daily horse racing tips. So Joe, in the Racing Post, there's a little column for ahead of the handicapper. So where a horse might have won last time out and it's only got a £6 rise because it's running within 7 days, but the handicapper might give it a £10, £15 hike. Is that something that influences you on tipping the horse up or not?
Well, yes, obviously you have to look at it when you're betting in handicaps. But, you get the horse that's turned out quickly and is £5 well in. That's often factored into the price for me. So if you're just looking at this factor on its own, it's quite hard to get value in it, so to speak. But again, it's something to look at. And also sometimes I find that if they're £5 well in, the trainer is forced to almost run them again because it's a good chance of them winning before going up in the weights.
Yeah.
Now, that horse might not have come out that race perfect, but obviously it's such a good opportunity to go for. They just do it. So for me, it's something I look at, but I don't like backing them too much. I just think the value is already factored into the price. So you're not really getting an angle on the bookies.
Yeah, what I'd say on that though is I completely agree with what you're saying. If the price is gone and you don't feel it's value in the betting market, then that's key. But I think the distance and the previous race plays quite an important factor. So if it's a 5 furlong or 6 furlong sprint and he's coming out again, well, they can almost run every couple of days.
Yeah.
I'm not saying every couple of days, but they can come out the race pretty well. And as long as the trainer says, yeah, everything seems fine, he's set up well that night and he's ready to go again, then on that kind of one, I'd be like, yeah, all right, I can back it. But if it's a 3 mile soft grown race and he might have won it well, but he had a hard race and he's come out of his race and you're thinking, do you know what? Backing that up in a week's time after he's just had a really, really hard race, I wouldn't want to be touching him then. So sometimes he's checking to see, did he win on the bridle that he's almost not even had a race? And at that point you're going, well, all right, yeah, I might follow him here. He seems on the upward trajectory that he's got a lot in hand. But if he's had a hard race from it and he's been pushed all the way through and then he's gone clear, but he's had the difficult race, then it's difficult for a horse to back it up then.
Yeah, it also depends on the target sort of thing. Like sometimes you get it where a horse will win a race and then all of a sudden in a week's time they're then targeted at a big pot. But you feel to yourself, that wasn't the initial target. They've almost been surprised by him winning that race. And now he's going for this one. So it's, it all comes down to the situation, I think, on this. But obviously it's something you have to look at.
Yeah. So if you are a punter and you're wanting to know which horses are ahead of the handicapper, check the link in the description where Joe gets all the horses that are running today that are well handicapped and known to be ahead of the handicapper. And obviously you can check the odds out yourself, check to see where it's being backed in or drifting in the market and whether you think that it's worth it. But Joe, on a day-by-day basis, selects each one of the horses which are actually well in the handicap. So you can make up your own mind.